Welcome, football fans, to another episode of Throwback Thursday. The sun is shining, the warm weather is here, and life is good. Now let's find out where and when the throwback time machine will take us today. Okay, today's episode will be team number 22 for the season, so check the description for a list of all the previous episodes and teams that we've covered so far. Now, without further ado, let's fire up the Wayback Machine. Okay, I've got a big blue button here that says engage on it, and I'm going to push it right now to get it started. Okay, now the computer is running through thousands of calculations as it searches for the perfect team for us to focus on this week. There are almost 1,600 teams since the merger that it can choose from, and when it's done, it's going to display the team logo, the team name, and the specific year that we'll focus on for this week. It should be just a few more seconds here before it spits out the team for us. Almost there. And it looks like it's going to be the 1971 New York Giants. So the 1971 New York Giants will be our focus team of the week. Let's do some research and see what interesting details we might be able to dig up. Okay, let's get into it. The 1971 New York Giants. The Big Apple. Disco was alive, the voting age was lowered to 18, and Muhammad Ali lost a 14-round title bout to Joe Frazier. The Doors frontman Jim Morrison and world heavyweight champion Sonny Liston were both found dead in their homes. And John Lennon released his second solo album, Imagine. And Chuck Hughes became the only player in NFL history to that point to die on the field. Now, the 1971 New York Giants were coached by Alex Webster, also known as Big Red. Webster was the Giants' backfield coach in 1967 and 1968 and was promoted to the head coach role in 1969, just a week before the regular season, as Allie Sherman was dismissed after leading the team through a poor preseason. After a resurgent 1970 season in which the Giants posted a 9-5 record, the 1971 Giants, dealing with a thigh injury to star running back Ron Johnson and a disgruntled and aging Fran Tarkenton at quarterback, took a step back, compiling a record of 4-10. Hall of Fame quarterback Fran Tarkenton started 13 of 14 games for the Giants in 1971, and the Giants' passing offense ranked third overall in passing yards. Tarkenton threw for 2,567 yards, 11 touchdowns, and 21 interceptions. Six-year veteran backup quarterback Randy Johnson started one game in 1971, but he did appear in 5, so he added another 477 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions on the season. The Giants' rushing offense ranked 22nd overall in the rushing yards and was led by third-year running back out of Tulane, Bobby Duhon. Duhon racked up 344 yards on the ground, scoring 1 touchdown, compiling a 3.7 yards per rush average, and he added another 266 receiving yards. Fullback Tucker Fredrickson was the second leading rusher on the team, rushing for 248 yards. And rookie Rocky Thompson was the third leading rusher on the team, putting up 177 yards. Second-year tight end Bob Tucker led all receivers with 791 yards and 4 touchdowns. Wide receiver Rich Houston was the second leading receiver on the team with 426 yards and 4 touchdowns, and he also put up a 17.8 yards per catch average. Running back Joe Morrison was the third leading receiver with 411 yards and 1 touchdown. The 1971 Giants defense ranked 19th overall for rushing yards allowed and 18th overall for passing yards allowed. They did start 2 rookies, defensive end Henry Reed and middle linebacker Ron Hornsby. Right defensive end Fred Dreyer led the team in unofficial sacks with 8.5, while right cornerback Willie Williams led the team in interceptions with 5, which he returned for 58 yards. The Giants' 1971 draft class was rather lackluster, producing only 3 players out of the 13 selected that would play for more than 5 years in the league. Defensive end Dave Tipton was selected in the 4th round and played 6 years in the league for 3 different teams. He started 24 of the 62 games in which he appeared. Punter Tom Blanchard was selected in the 12th round. He played 11 years in the league, most notably with the New Orleans Saints, and he led the league in punting yards in 1975 with 3,776. Defensive tackle Dave Roller was selected in the 13th round, and he played 7 years in the league. He was a 2-year starter in Green Bay in 1977 and 1978. Now, it's a shame that Ron Johnson got injured. In the 2 games in which he played in weeks 7 and 8, he racked up 156 rushing yards and averaged 4.88 yards per carry, while adding another 47 yards receiving. Had he been healthy, he may have been able to open up the passing game a little bit more for Tarkenton. Hey, thanks for watching to the end. We made it through another episode of Throwback Thursday. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I did. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hey, tell a friend. Stay safe, and I'll see you next time.